Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between immediate results and prevention. So let's chat about that in this video. Welcome back for another video. I hope you've been enjoying the daily content. I've been enjoying filming it for you, so hopefully you're enjoying. And if you do like these videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, click like, comment. I really love enjoying hearing your key takeaways. So if there was an aha moment in this video, share it in the comments. I'd love to hear if anything made you go, oh wow. I love hearing what you guys think. Before we begin though, I would like to mention that we have 40% off any or all of our raw vegan recipe ebooks. The code is rawfood40 and you can find the link in the description box below. And we are part of something amazing that is happening February 3rd. So coming up here in only a few more days, Friday, there's going to be a new vegan bundle dropped. I can't share the details with you just yet, but it's coming. So stay tuned and I'll be sharing videos and sharing all the goodies that are in there, including my 6 contributions, which include my brand new fully revised 52 to a New You raw vegan transition guide, which I'm really excited to share. I've got some recipes in there and it's basically all the knowledge that I've accumulated over the last 8+ years or even longer. I've been in the natural health industry for over 20 years, since 2001. And I've shared a lot of all the information that I've learned in this ebook. So I'm very excited to share it, but it drops February 3rd in the vegan bundle. So stay tuned for that. So let's chat a little bit about prevention and seeing results and that kind of thing, because I do get a lot of questions whenever I add something new to my life or change something in my diet. Like for example, when I started eating more sunchokes, I had a lot of people asking what I notice when I added the sunchokes. Like, do you notice anything? And we're so interested in having these immediate results, or when we eat something new, we are expected to have this like change or this amazing like new digestion or whatever when we make these little changes. But the thing is, we don't always notice results from our changes, but that doesn't mean the changes aren't beneficial to us. So I had a conversation with somebody who had done a microbiome test and they were doing some changes or whatever, and they weren't noticing anything. So they're like, I don't really know if this is even a thing or whatever. They didn't think too much about it because they weren't noticing results. The thing is that the results don't have to be noticeable. I like to say that the thing that has improved the most out of all the things that I've noticed since I went raw over 8 years ago has been my tomorrow. So even though I'm not noticing things right now, doesn't mean that it's not improving my tomorrow. I am here today having the health that I have today because I made choices 8 years ago that I really didn't notice much from. They're little changes that add up to a healthier gut or healthier skin. And yes, of course, we notice things like my acne went away, my joint pain went away, my hormones balanced. And these are things that we notice. And of course, I'm not saying that we don't notice things, but if you do make a change that is positive to your life, like it's going to improve your microbiome, it's going to improve your sleep, it's going to improve your mood, not all the time do we recognize it right off the bat, or even after a month or 2 weeks or a month or a year. Sometimes we don't notice things because prevention isn't necessarily noticeable. The result of prevention is that you're still here and that you have a lesser chance of getting common average illnesses and dying the common average deaths because we are making these changes. So it is improving our tomorrow, not necessarily our day-to-day. So when I did make changes to my microbiome score last year was 83% overall. Today, it's around 92% overall. So people ask, have you noticed any difference between 83 and 92? And to be completely honest, the improvement that I've noticed is my tomorrow. Tomorrow, like my 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road. That's the improvement that I'm going for. I'm not looking to improve my digestion because my digestion's already awesome. Like I digest everything fine and it feels great and things are good. So I'm not doing this to get better digestion, like even better than it already is. I'm doing this for the future. And that's what we tend to forget about when we make changes. If we make changes and we're not noticing immediate results, that doesn't mean that it's not doing something in our bodies that are favorable to us. So keep with it, stick to it, keep making those choices. Even if you're not seeing the results right away, keep going. It's going to eventually help you in some way in the future if it's a positive, beneficial thing to our body, like going to bed earlier or exercising or spending time in the sun. Yes, they can bring benefits, but it's not something that we need to expect to have every time we make a positive change in our life. Sometimes the positive changes don't show up until way later when you are happy that you made those changes. You wake up one day and you're like, I am so glad that I worked on my sleep schedule, because even though I didn't notice it right in the beginning, I'm noticing it now, and I'm very proud of myself for doing those changes. Just like me with my gut microbiome. I'm very, very proud of myself for making consistent changes over the last year to improve my microbiome, because in time, that's going to be such a big benefit to me. Not only do I have great digestion now, but I'll have great digestion later because of the choices that I'm making without having to see the results. One quote that I really love is that we don't eat the fruit the same day that we plant the seed. A seed needs nurturing, it needs consistency, it needs time to grow into a tree and to flower and then to fruit, and then we get the fruit. So we can't expect to have the fruit the same day that we plant the seed, not even months after we plant the seed. Sometimes it's years after we plant the seed before we can enjoy the fruit of planting and nurturing and growing and spending time with the plant. We need to give our actions time, consistency, and nurturing in order for us to get the fruit. And also, prevention doesn't mean never get. I've made a video about this before. Prevention does not equal never get. I think people misinterpret that one, that they think that if they're going to prevent something, they're never going to get it. The thing is, prevention is lessen the chances of getting. So you could go to 0 chance to get it, but it's going to be very minimal. And there's no guarantees in life. We cannot guarantee that you'll never get certain illnesses, but we can say that you can prevent something to the best of your ability, and your chances of getting it are way less. So I did want to throw that in there just in case. So prevention doesn't always equal immediate results, and we have to be okay with that. We always want to have something happening right away, or something that we do has to have this great impact. Like my red light therapy. When I first started doing red light therapy in Canada about 4 years ago or so, I was doing full body red light therapy almost every single day, but I was doing it to relax. I wasn't doing it for any reason, skin issues or whatever. I was just doing it to relax. It was a great 20-minute session. I could just lay in the bed and take a nap. After about 7 months of it, I noticed that my skin scars, I had these kind of splotchy, it almost looked like my skin was dirty because my acne scars healed darker than my actual skin tone. So I'd have these dark splotches, and they really showed up when it was sunny out, or I'd be outside for multiple days getting some sun. You could really see them very, very visible. But after the 7 months, I noticed it. But it wasn't the first week or month or 2 or 3. It was after the fact that I actually started to notice the results. So again, not everything is immediate, and we shouldn't stop doing things because we're not seeing those immediate results, and instead continue doing stuff because we feel that it's going to be beneficial for our body without having to have those immediate results, because we see the science, we see it works, we know we should be doing it. So doing it without having those expectations really releases the expectations. And I mean, a lot of human suffering is from unmet expectations. We have these lofty ideas of what we should expect from doing a certain thing, or from people, or life in general. And when we don't get it, or when it's delayed, we feel pain or loss or grief. And this is part of a big part of human suffering is unmet expectations. So releasing the need to have the expectation that you're going to have these miraculous results after a couple weeks or months or so doing something can set you up for unmet expectations and cause you to not continue doing these beneficial things for you that could result in long-term prevention or long-term benefits. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please click like, and if you had any key takeaways or any aha moments, share it below. I love hearing the key takeaways. We've got an amazing event coming starting February 3rd on Friday. We're dropping the ultimate vegan health and weight loss bundle, and I've got 6 contributions in this bundle coming up, including my new 52 to a New You transition guide. It's over 200 pages. There's tons of recipes, loads of information to help you go raw and change habits in your life. So I hope you guys enjoy that. It's dropping in the bundle, so if you want to get it on February 3rd to 12th, get the bundle. It'll be linked in my description box. I'll be sharing more about it on February 3rd, so don't worry. Come back to my YouTube channel and check out the video that I released on February 3rd and grab that bundle before it's gone, because it'll be totally different next year. So thank you again for joining me. We'll be back again tomorrow for another video. Until then, I love you all so much, and fruit on.